And we're live. I hope. I think. Oh, and I didn't start the chat. That might help. So, hello. This is Angela R. Sasser, artist, mask maker, fantasy lover. I do all the things, and if you like my art, you can see more. Or if you want to get to know my art, you can see more at angelasasser.com. Just gonna get the chat going. Behold, my stream has mutated once more. Got the jar going, and I even figured out how to put a little image going through on the bottom there. So the little overlay should be scrolling through some cool images of the project I'll be working on tonight, my birthstone series that you can see here. You can explore it at gemgoddesses.angelicshades.com. There's a whole gallery here for you to explore. And tonight I'll be working on the sticker set I have been designing for the birthstone goddesses from my gemstone set. And yeah, I'm super tired tonight too. I'm already more tongue-tied than usual. But yes, working on this sticker. We laid in all the flat colors and colorized the lines in the last stream session. And you can also explore her gallery here. See all the Lady of June things. I'm going to toss that in the chat as well for those who want to look at her gallery, because there's more sketches and even a mask that I made that you can see. And if you see some of the beautiful mask photos that are up on the screen, I collaborated with Winterwolf Studios, who photographed my masks with her awesome photography skills. So yeah, I'm here to paint this gal and hopefully not fall asleep at the same time. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the chat and I'll see them eventually when I look up and answer them, hopefully. Or I'll BS my best answer. So the goal is to get this gal looking as in the same style of this gal, who has been my favorite of the little gems so far. I think I got the style I wanted here. So hopefully I can replicate it. Can replicate that success. We'll see. Got her up for style reference. And you'll have to forgive if I sniffle and sneeze. I'll try to restrain myself. But Georgia, summer's... Well, it's not even summer. We're still technically in spring, but it already feels like summer and all the plants are happy. But my brain is not. My brain is not. So much pollen. So this time I had a bunch of like automatic notices sent out via restream, so hopefully they actually worked. Time will tell. Most of my people are on Mondays, so Wednesday is just a quiet stream. So quiet. But I hope everyone's doing well this Wednesday. We made it to the middle of the week, you guys. Where did the week go? I'm disturbed that it went so fast. That's what happens when you got a lot to do. I've I've been trying to keep up with May Sketch-A-Day. That's been hard as I've gotten perhaps a little too caught up in doing May Sketch-A-Day. Because I find it hard to stop. Once I get going on a fun idea, I just want to keep going. So instead of being sketches, then I end up with something that's maybe a little past a sketch. And then I will have spent like 2 hours on it as opposed to an hour, which is what I said I would do. And then end up working late trying to catch up. Oh. But you know what? No regrets. I was really happy with the cute things I've been doing and just the therapeutic effect of being able to draw the things, stupid things that I want, like D&D characters and tieflings with horn bling. No regrets. I even managed to do some story stuff, and that makes me so happy, you have no idea. I always say, oh, my art's not good enough for me to actually draw the story pictures I have in mind. But May Sketch-A gave me a good excuse to just be like, who cares about skill level? I'm just gonna draw for the joy of it and enjoy myself. And that's been pretty therapeutic. So hopefully y'all are keeping up with it better than I am, because I've skipped a couple of days now. And I've just resorted to easy things, like just doing little character head sketches and stuff to keep up with it. Because even that's helpful for helping the burnout. Just dumb sketches. It's nice to be able to draw dumb things and not feel guilty. Let's see, I'm gonna go back to, how did I light little March here? I did put a shadow in the eyelids here. So if you're working on anything fun while you're here watching my chat, feel free to talk about it. I like to hear what y'all are doing. Oh, yay! Saikeen says that she did some large thumbnails for a major scene in her stories. And a character. And a headshot. Your productivity is inspiring. That is awesome. Yeah, I've got to get going. I got to get going on stuff because I've got some time off planned for the end of the month, which I think will be really good for my health. Going on vacation, which never happens. I never get a vacation, so that'll be very nice. But also it means I've got to finish everything ahead of time, and I'll probably miss a couple of streams at the very end of the month. But you know, I'll be back. I won't be gone forever. beach. I'm gonna see if I can get some sketching done while I'm there. Maybe some plein air sketching. I hardly get a chance to do that. Well, let's take away the nose since I've been doing these without the noses. But, oh, I had a train of thought, and then I forgot it. Oh, I had a lot of fun this weekend with friends, making soap and candles. Or no, we didn't make soap yet. We were gonna make soap, but then we ended up not getting a kit. We made candles and face masks. And you know, that's more therapeutic than anything, because I think it helps. It's nice to have that creativity, but not have to be doing art all the time. Like, it's nice to be able to learn a new skill. I think it makes connections in our brains that are like important to keep plastic. I've just been thinking about this a lot because I was watching a documentary on the neuroscience of creativity, and a lot of the most creative people in the world are always doing different things. Like, one guy they had on there was a physicist, but he also writes cookbooks, and he also, you know, he just does all these different things. So I think it's important to keep having fun with stupid, do-it-yourself things like that. Gets our minds in different modes and helps us stay creative. Plus, I got to give my mother a Mother's Day present that I made her. I gave her my sad, ugly candle and said, "Mom, this is the first candle I've ever made." She really liked it, so I was happy. And then we watched Game of Thrones. What a combination. Mother's Day and Game of Thrones, which was a crazy, crazy episode. Since we're in the final season. So now I have dated the stream for all eternity. We also made my mother plantain empanadas, which were delicious. They were, it's basically you mash up plantains and you make a dough out of them, and then you stuff them full of meat. In this case, beef with a bit of tomato and spices, and it was so good. It was so very good. Although my husband hates making the recipe because he's failed at it a few times because the dough can get too sticky if there's too much water in it. So this is the 4th time he's made it, and he finally got the recipe right. Because it's my husband who does the cooking. I'm kind of shit at cooking. I can bake, but cooking is more his thing than it is mine. Ninja Kevin. Keep trying to blend this cheek and not liking where it is and blending it some more. And blend it till it looks right. got this big round Betty Boop head. These first few ladies were very Betty Boop. I think they got more realistic as I went along. You know, I like that I have this kind of sort of overhead and to the right light source on Lady of March. So instead of just having a general shape here for the shadow under the neck, that it's coming down across a little more dramatically. Probably getting too complex with this already, but meh. Complex is kind of my middle name. And now I'm going to add a hue saturation layer, and that way I can sit here and tweak this skin tone a little so it's not so gray. And I can do this without destroying the layer underneath it, so if I change my mind, I can just be like, oh, I want it more purpley, or I want it more gold. I like non-destructive methods. I seem to be going more purple with my shadows on these. You can even change the brightness and the lightness, so it's a nice trick for bringing some luminescence back to the shadows in the skin. Excuse me. Yeah, adjustment layers are awesome. Okay, I think the skin... need to get some blush going on here. But yeah, the documentary I was watching on the neuroscience of creativity was pretty cool. It's definitely worth a watch. It's on Netflix. 'Cause that kind of thing fascinates me, and we're always having a debate in this household of, well, is creativity learned? Is creativity natural? Ooh, this looks really weird before I flip it out. Clown June. Okay, too much. Too much. Let's see. But yes, being on Netflix is good. And they talk about a lot of things that makes a lot of sense when you think about them. Like they're saying another thing that creative people do is that they fail a lot, but they get over... This struck a chord with me. They get over their sense of failure and just learn how to fight past that brain's abhorrence to the feeling of failure, to just continue to try new things despite their frustration. And that made a lot of sense to me. Or at least it's encouraging to me, because I've failed at a lot of things. I'm a master at failing at Kickstarter, at a lot of things. But eventually, I ran a Kickstarter that actually succeeded. Yay! Granted, I only had the failed one once. But that taught me a lot about what not to do, and that's so important. And also getting outside of our comfort zone. That's another important one. But not so far outside of our comfort zones that we just hate it. Trying to think, did I include pink? I think I did put pink eyeshadow on her. Well, we're gonna add it now, if not, because I think it's pretty. More blush. Just been hitting that Sephora. She just needs a little bit of highlighting to really bring this all together. Since I've got a little gleam on the lips and on the eyes for little March over here. Let's see if I'm going to keep these shiny, shiny eyelids. I might not. Just using the smudge tool to kind of blend. We are blending. Still gotta get these eyes looking like Pearl, but not so creepy. Since she's gonna have her birthstone eyeballs here. And this is gonna be tricky because the way I'm seeing it is that her eyes will be like pearls, reflecting different colors. I think I actually want to change the pupil shape just a hair. I keep remembering I can use the lasso tool to fill this in much faster. Then I just keep manually painting it in. The lasso tool is your friend, Angela. Too used to doing everything the hard way. Let's hope I'm not about to give her cupcake eyes. Okay, yeah, I think I like her pupils a bit better being a little bigger. Okay, so cupcake eyes. If you've ever seen the dog, there's like this silly internet meme / gif of this dog who's looking so intensely at a cupcake. I had never seen it before, and my friend was like, "How did you miss Cupcake Eye Dog?" I have to show y'all Cupcake Dog. This is Cupcake Dog. See if it animates. Ah! His eyes are so big. Of course, the big ad like popped up in the middle of it. No, I don't want to go to that one again. Okay. But yes, I'm just calling it Cupcake Eyes now. There we go. But yes, Cupcake Eyes like this. So now whenever I'm drawing chibis, I cannot help but think of Cupcake Eye Dog. Even June's eye color is kind of the same. She wants the cupcakes. But she cannot has the cupcakes. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that on the internet. Sometimes I just miss things. Getting old. So yes, I'm trying to make her eyes seem like pearls, which I think... Let's grab some reference, shall we? Pearls. Dog cupcakes, those are so cute. But yes, let's grab a reference of a pearl. I like that where they show like some of them are warmer in tone. Oh, the pearls. There's so many. But yeah, I wanted to have that soft gleam that pearls have and maybe reflect some different colors in there too. Let's see if I can pull it off. Her eyeshadow got into her eye. Okay. No lock transparency. Lasso tool, Angela, you can do it. Yeah, might as well cheat and grab some colors from the from the pearls over there. Then also, how did I light it? I had like sort of the highlights down here. And now I'll probably go a little quiet while my brain processes how I'm trying to get this lighting effect. It's like we got some intense, some more saturated blues and pinks. Oh, no wonder. I was like, why can't I blend? Gotta have transfer on so it actually blends. It's gonna be one of those nights, y'all. And to blend, I'm just lightly stroking with the stylus because I have it set to pin pressure sensitivity, so it's only gonna put as much pressure as I put through the stylus here. Okay, it's doing a bit of what I want. It's to blend a little more. It's all about getting that kind of pop of saturated color next to unsaturated colors. It's tricky. Oh no. Now I'm like, can I do that with the other eye? Because I think I just worked magic that I won't be able to replicate. Magic. I wish my eyes worked like this. That'd be pretty baller. And again, if you are new to the stream, say hello. Let us know what you're working on. Feel free to ask any questions about anything you like. I will answer to the best of my ability, or do my best to BS an answer. So please do speak up in chat. Don't be shy. Give me things to ramble about, or y'all are just gonna get whatever's in my brain. Trying to get the size of this pupil right. Arg, when you don't notice it's not right until you've already shaded everything. Let's see how these are looking from far away. I like it. Is good. Alright. I'm gonna play with the hue saturation for see if I can discover any interesting looks. Ooh. Forgot to clip it to the eyes. Ooh. Get some interesting kind of neon light effects if you slide it over. I've upped the contrast and the lightness and tweaked the hue and saturation just a little bit. I like it. They have a nice gleam to them now. I would say those are pearly eyes. So let me fix that line. I see where the line is messed up. think I'm gonna call the eyes done. But it's nice to have those in because that's really the soul of the piece. That's where you're connecting with this character, and that's looking good so far. So if you can get the eyes, the rest will fall into place generally. So onwards to the hair. I almost always like to get the skin and the hair in place. So those are our big character markers. I realized I didn't even put any highlights in March's hair. Not really like really bright ones. So, but you know what? She kind of rocks it. So I'm not even sure I need to go back and add any highlights, especially since she's kind of shadowed underneath her veil. But I think I'll probably get a chance to do at least one or two up here in her bangs. Let's say most of this back hair in here. Back hair, wow. The hair behind her, not her back hair, is gonna be in shadow. Except maybe for a little bit here. Well, now I'm thinking maybe I should start putting the shadows on a different layer. I can always clip a layer. That way I can alter them on their own. Yep, I'm always finding a new way to do things. That way I can more fine-tune the lightness and shading on them more easily than having to select them. This is why I'm not a tutorial channel. I have tutorials, but I think most of my tutorials are in traditional because that's actually what I'm more familiar with than digital. I've painted with digital for a long time now, but I'm still more comfortable with traditional. That's like my home. Watercolor and colored pencil are my home base, really. Those are the things that I use the most. And marker. Marker used to be my main thing when I was growing up. Used to go with my mom and get like one or two Prismacolor markers with my allowance. Because they were the nice markers. We paid out for those Prismacolors. Let's see, how dark do I want her hair? Feels like I could lighten it up a bit. Yeah, I like it dark. I like it lighter like this. I think it works better. I can see where I have some very slight gaps that I'm gonna fix now. They probably won't show up in print, but you never know. It's the only downside to using the select wand to fill spaces is sometimes they don't quite get into all the gaps. And usually I tweak the selection to expand by 1 pixel, but I think I forgot to do that this time. So I missed a few lines that didn't quite overlap. More blending. So much blending. Bringing back in some reflected light just so I can set off these bangs a little more. Technically doesn't really make sense for the lighting, but sometimes you just do things because they look good. I see you new viewers lurking there in my numbers. Feel free to say hello. I won't bite too much. So we are going to add some highlights on here. Just some little ones. She's got that Pantene hair. I don't like that there. Oh, hey, David. I wonder, can I reply to Facebook chat in here? Can I? Oh no, I can't reply to Facebook chat. Oh wait, can I? Yay, I can reply to... Apparently I can reply individually. Neat. I'm still learning how to use all my devices for streaming. Oh, apparently I can't reply. I think that's a premium feature. Well, I'll just reply in voice. Hello, good to see you. been unable to comment on back to my Facebook people, but just know that I see your comments. I just can't actually reply to them except for invoice. But I still love y'all. Yeah, I'm using a restreaming tool. So I'm actually on several places right now. I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube's. The YouTube's. It's a pretty handy little device, but the chat program I'm using only lets me respond to YouTube and Twitch. I think responding on Facebook is a paid feature. But I'm glad to know somebody's watching on Facebook. Pantene Pro V. Also for chibis. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I need to stop obsessing over the hair and go to other parts of this picture. Because it's like 8. It's 8 and I've spent most of that time in the face and hair. So I'm still not happy with this transition here in the cheek. Arr. Okay, leaving the face so I will actually get the rest of this piece done. Let's go for the veil next, because that's a big part of this picture. So many veil ladies. And I think March's got everyone beat. She's got like this long veil that goes to her feet almost. Excuse me. Let's see, the very back here is going to be in shadow, so I'm just going to block that in. And just do lots of overlapping straight streaks because that gives the layered look of tulle. And that's it. That's really all the veil needs. Trying not to get too complicated with these. Trying. I'm hoping I can preserve all these different tones of white that I've got going on. I've got a warm white, cool white. I don't want to get too crazy with the shading in the dress because I still want it to apparently. There's nothing on that layer. Why does this layer exist? Okay. Delito. But yeah, I want to try and keep this one pretty simple, so... I got it on the wrong layer. There we go. So maybe just a few shadows down here is all we need. Just to show the movement of the skirt. And some of these wrinkles. Yay, someone finally used the Facebook chat so I could actually see if I could talk to them or not. So it's good to know that I can't really respond to you guys. One day I will pay for being able to chat back to the Facebook people via my chat tool. One day. I am too lazy and broke at this moment, though. Okay, I think that's all we need in the skirt, really. Don't want it to get too busy. Okay, what is next? Dress top? Ah, okay. Dress top. The cool white of the dress. Even though it's still showing up, it's pretty warm actually. But it's cool by comparison of the pale white, creamy white that we've got going on. So I want to keep that contrast if I can. And this has like kind of a silk texture to it, so I'm trying to model the shadows and whatnot. So I might come back in with a highlight layer and add some highlighting here, like the silky satin here is picking up the light. That may end up being too complicated, but we'll see. Oh, did my music stop? Let's see. Music, where'd you go? Oh no, you guys got music, you're good. Sometimes I accidentally pause the music. Ooh, those are pretty. Blue pearls. Ooh. Nope. Must not get distracted. There are really so many pretty pearls. I'm totally jealous of you June babies out there who get to have all these cool stones for your birthstone. I'm totally jealous. I am Topaz, the piss-colored stone. Or at least the traditional topaz that's used for November is very piss-colored. Though I know that blue topaz is a thing, so maybe I should just unofficially accept that as my birthstone and I will be a lot happier with life. Okay, let's get just a little touch of highlighting up here in her headpiece. Oh, I've had a sneeze that's been trying to come out for like the past hour. Keeps getting trapped. Smudging, blending. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. Just bringing up her headdress here as a reference. Ugh. Oh, you know, I just realized I turned off my work rave tool today, so I've been holding the same position for over an hour, and that's no good for my back, so you guys get to stretch with me. The sheep compels you. You will stretch. Ugh. Her soulless eyes demand. You must obey the stretches. Then you can be happy like exercise lady. This one here actually helps more than you would think. So I'm gonna look and see if I see any deer in the yard. You know, it is time to mow, and they're just wandering up to your front door and nibbling on the bushes you haven't trimmed in a long time. It is time to do yard work. Yes, that cracking is my shoulder. It is very crunchy, which is the reason I need to do these stretches. Okay, we are not going to worry about the 8 minutes of walking around, but yes, stretches are good. Yeah, that program's awesome. I love it. You can actually sit there and tell it what intervals you want to do things. You can tell it to program micro breaks if you want more smaller breaks. It's really handy. You can even tell it what max hours you want to work, and it will just kick you off like, you need to stop working. Of course, I've exceeded the max amount. It's like, you're not the boss of me, work rate. It's a free program too, so if you guys like something to help you make sure you don't turn into a hobbled art creature on the computer, or if you just work at the computer a lot, WorkRave is awesome. I think you can get it at like workrave.org. Super handy. It has saved my shoulder from much pain, since it has like I have like a repetitive injury from doing too much freaking art. Alright, let's see. What's the next thing we should color? I'm changing my music to something to Xenoblade because that soundtrack gets me hyped. And I am sleepy. Okay, next. Actually, that skirt is bothering me still. I'm gonna put a harsher shadow right here. So her skirt is not so smooshy. Oops. Okay. See if I can get her earrings to look as cool as her eyes. Pearls! Oh, I have so many pearls to paint. Oh no. Though I think the only ones that really need to have that much detail are really these earrings, because they're a focal point. They're a narrative piece of her costume. But the rest I can kind of BS the rest. BS pearls. Plus, these are also going to be sticker sized, so probably only about that big. So I really don't need to get too crazy. Yes, I forgot to say, for those who are new to the stream, these are sticker designs for a birthstone set that I've designed, or that I've been working on. These stickers are for my Patreon patrons who helped me raise money for a goal, and they will be getting stickers as a reward. And I'll have more information on that once I actually get them all done, because we still got so many of these to go. Like, I've only done 4 and there's 12 total, so ugh. Stickers are coming. It'll just be a little while. But if you want to see how I've made this series and more, I've got all my creative notes and whatnot on Patreons. And that's just a fun way you can help support this art if you like it. If you're enjoying the stream and want to help me continue to make art distraction free, Patreon is very helpful for me. Or you can just become a follower for free and check out the articles that I put up there for free. To talk about inspirations or share art challenges and tutorials and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. Okay, that's really all the detail the pearls in her headdress really need. Any more would just be useless. Yay, pretty. I am happy with how these pearls came out. I forgot some pearls though. Forgot the ones down here. They really just need just a spot of color to help accent them. Since they're so tiny, if I sat there and shaded each one, it really would be pointless. So. Next thing. I realized I accidentally shaded the pearls on their own layer, but that's fine. I'm probably not going to redo those, so meh. My layers are a mess, as usual. Alright, so she has like an antique gold trim. But I would think this is made of velvet. The light in velvet always boggles my brain, so I'm not sure I'm going to pull this one off very well. While also still trying to keep this picture pretty simple. I don't want it to get too complex. Hey, Riri! Long time no see! Wow, everybody's tuning in on Facebook tonight. I can't quite respond to you guys because I'm unable to kind of switch over to Facebook. But I'm super happy to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. I can at least verbally respond to everyone coming in. I'm actually streaming on another platform right now. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, I appreciate it. I wish you could tune in to see me working on some fantastic masterpiece. But you know, chibis are fun too. These are like a fun thing I'm doing for my patrons, so... And a fun break from all the serious fine artsy paintings I've been doing, like you see on the left here. Those paintings were intense. They took me a long time. A very long time. Let's see, we're gonna tweak the colors here because I feel like the shadow's getting a bit lost. So let's bring them back. The name of the program that I'm using is just Photoshop. Most people use it for photo editing. I think it was created for photo editing, but it has a lot of functionality for artists as well. Just Adobe Photoshop. It's one of those programs that you have to pay a subscription for, but it's like $10 a month, and it's a pretty powerful program. Like, for me as a painter, it does a lot of the things that I need, and it does photo editing as well, which is good for the graphic design work that I do for my business, and for processing any photographs that I have to handle. So, do recommend it if you don't mind that subscription format. I think her veil needs some sparkles. They get their own layer because veil sparkles are really important. Let's see, I have a good splatter brush for this somewhere. Oh, and here's another great thing about it. Custom brushes. You can pretty much make a brush for any purpose. So let me see. I need a good splatter brush. Smeary paint. Snow might be interesting. Let's see if I can even... Ooh, snow looks interesting. But I think I want bigger particles, so let's keep going down the list. Sparks. Spatter. Alright, spatter looks good. Supreme spatter. Kyle brushes for the win. It looks a bit sloppy now, but I can sit here and mask out what I don't want, which I'm going to do in just a second. So say I don't want those splatters in the shadows. I can sit here and select the shadows. And mask them out. Then it just leaves them in the highlights. Or if that erased too many of them, I can manually paint them back in like so. It's just great. I love simple little features like this. And we now have sparkles. So that sparkles up close. Now we're almost done with the figure. Although I see where I didn't have a lot of finesse with that skirt, so let's tighten that skirt up again. And for those who are tuning in later, the images you see scrolling through on the bottom right of my screen are all just images from this birthstone series I've been working on, including fashion sketches and other goddesses from the series, so definitely check out the website for more of them. They have a whole gallery collection. The whole set of them is done right now. I'm just making these cute stickers for fun and for Patreon purposes. I just finished a coloring book for them as well. So doing this series, this little chibi series, is actually a nice walk down memory lane. So I finished the last one of these birthstone ladies last year now. Grief. And so I've just been working on getting the coloring book published and moving forward with some other projects I have on the horizon for it. Going to get Art Nouveau out to the world. Ooh, I can see where the sparkles got in the hair. Let's mask that out. And this rose petal. Let's see, and let's compare to our style here. Okay. Alright, managed to keep the style consistent, so that's good. Oh, see, I got too many layers going on right now. There's too many. If you're also curious about the equipment I'm using to draw, I'm actually working on a Cintiq 21UX, I believe is the model. And that's basically a monitor that you can draw on directly, so you can see what you're drawing as you draw it, as opposed to a tablet where you're kind of drawing on a surface without being able to see what you're drawing on, which never really boded well with me. Like, I was never really good at drawing on a tablet, especially when trying to draw curved lines. So I'm not sure I could go back from the drawing on a Cintiq. It really is the bestest. I'm very lucky to have one. I actually started off with a very small one, and that was a good entry point. Like, it was a 12-inch one. It did the job. Oh, of course I'm erasing the wrong layer. Nerf. Yay! People are watching on Facebook. I kept wondering if it was actually showing up for you guys. Using the restream tool has been a learning experience. Okay, where is my white dress layer? Is that the one I accidentally deleted? Let's see. Did Angela delete the layer? She did. Well, let's add this back in. Smart. Are smart. I knew this picture would be a challenge because there's so many areas that are all different shades of white. Oh, hey, Rachel. Always happy to see a familiar face. Thanks for tuning in. Wow, everybody's showing up this Wednesday. It's great to see you guys. Wednesdays have been pretty quiet, so this is kind of exciting. Of course, y'all tune in for when I'm working on this stupid, silly stuff. Gotta tune in for my masterpieces. Oh, awesome. I hope your stream went well. Thanks for popping in. This is my stream where I obsess over the color of lines for about 3 hours. Yeah, Riri, this is Photoshop CC, so it might be a little different than if you have older version of CS2 or CS6. I think maybe it was the last stable version. Stable, non-subscription version. And I also have a custom color up, so because you can like change this. That kind of throws people off. Okay, she's coming along. She's coming along. If I can ever stop tweaking this dress. I like the shadow, then I don't like the shadow. So many layers. Ooh, pieces for your Twitch alerts. Are you talking about like having custom graphics pop up, making custom graphics for your pop-ups? I just learned how to do that and I'm so excited. I'm using the stock alert thingies for now, but I am so excited by all the possibilities that you can have for your stream. Like, I can't wait to do a custom overlay that's a little more complicated than what I have going right now. I'd love to do like a full Art Nouveau type of overlay. I think that would be just so cool. Nope, not doing anything new. Unless you count making chibis as new. Which it sort of is. I think making my own overlays is going to be a rabbit hole that I'm going to fall down, and then I'm going to make all the overlays for different art styles I have. Like making an Art Nouveau overlay would be so cool, and then a more serious dark fantasy overlay for my dark fantasy stuff. Like, I want to have an overlay for each style that I do because I need extra things to do, like a hole in the head. Oh, the overlays. Let's see, these flowers all have a nice pinky center to them, so let's bring back that pink. I do love this cream and pink. I think it is the best color combination. And I wouldn't have had a reason to ever use it because I'm always drawing like dark fantasy things that are red and purple. So doing this series has been a really great excuse to play with color schemes that I don't get to use normally. So this is pretty cool. I'm gonna make these centers bigger. Bigger, more pink. Ha 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 ha. More pink. It's not something I never thought I'd say, because I actually don't like pink. But I like it in this picture. This series has definitely taught me a respect for colors that I usually wouldn't be into. So randomly, did y'all see that Maleficent 2 trailer? I geeked out. I love Maleficent so much. She's one of my favorite Disney characters. And I think she's gonna have me come out of cosplay retirement because I gotta dress up. I gotta find a reason to dress up as Maleficent with that crow skull collar that she had on in that trailer. Because, oh my god, I'm in love. It's amazing. I need to cosplay that. I really loved that first movie too. Even if the whole thing feels like Kingdom of Maleficent propaganda. Like she's actually evil, but she's spreading this word that she's a good and kind fairy. That's my fan theory, and I'm sticking to it. Let's see, I don't want to make these roses too complicated, so they just need a few little shadows here and there, just to give them a sense of dimension and overlap. I may even tone down the darkness of these a little bit because I want these to be white roses. She's my little bride goddess, since June is a very popular wedding month. So that's sort of the core inspiration for this particular birthstone lady. Okay, I think the figure is finished. Hooray! Victory! Oh, the veil is too dark. I don't like how dark the veil is. Must fix. Yay for digital! Too yellow! Okay, I like this a lot better. Good. Good. I will not redraw this face again. I will not redraw the face. I just want to like trim this down a little. Ah, too close. I see where my lines did not go either. Must also fix that. Wonder how many layers I'm up to now. Let's see. I'm gonna make a new layer and see what it says. Oops. 30. I'm up to 30. That's not so bad. I've had worse. Well, I could obsess over these lines. I'll obsess over them later. Let's get to more fun stuff. Y'all don't want me to watch me obsess over filling in gaps, so let's do some fun stuff. Let's get to these flowers at the bottom. And again, I'm keeping these really simple, like this one here. It's pretty flat. It's only plucking out the flowers in the background so they pop the ones that are in the foreground closer to the viewer. Keeping that really simple. So I usually get the ones in the that I know are far back first. I can already tell I'm gonna make this color lighter. It's a little too dark. Oh, apparently my petals are a different layer. But yes, y'all feel free to ask questions. I'm here for your amusement for the next probably 30 minutes? I'm predicting 30 more minutes on this, but I am terrible at predicting how long things are going to take. This might actually take another hour, because I still have to color the gems on the outside. Got too complex with my shadows over here. It is a war against my own nature that wants to make everything complex. all these roses need. They don't need anything too complicated. Just enough to set them off, make them a little dimensional. Alright, Rachel. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate the company and the support. Check you later. Okay, I just was talking about complexity. Stop. And the reason I made this on a separate layer so I can sit here and play with the saturation and the lightness of it, so. It may result in way too many layers, but it's so handy to be able to control everything down to the minute detail. What is that black mark? What are you? See, that's where I didn't colorize the line. Must fix. I think like 50% of these paintings is sitting here visibly upset that I've missed a line. And taking forever to make sure they're all colorized. That's the only thing about this art style. It's very complex. But it's also very fun, so I can't complain too much. Oh, I see where I missed lots of lines that should have been colored. Sometimes you don't see them until you're zoomed in way close. Okay, I think I got all of that. Now the stems. Yeah, Psyche, you're supposed to double check these things for me. No, it's all good. The gaps in this one are really hard to see for some reason. Because there's not actually a lot of overlap in these elements. They're all just very small passages. Gosh, what do I pay you for? This leaf needs a line colored too. Arg! I think we got him. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Still some here. Yes, my exciting stream of meticulously finding lines to color. Oh, she's almost done, you guys. I'm so happy. Almost done. Oh, wait, you know, I just saw some stuff in the figure I missed. I didn't actually shade these gold inner thingies. These gold inner areas need to be colored. What layer? There we go. Easy peasy. Can't forget these shoes. Let's get some shoes. Right, okay, time for the stems. I'm also making an enamel pen design for the June lady right now. Her roses are driving me a bit nuts. But the enamel pens are good fun because it's really fun to think of them in a jewelry capacity and do like a jewelry based design that gets to be even a touch more abstract than this because it's more decorative in nature. So I'm really excited about doing a jewelry design as an enamel pin inspired by this lady's themes of roses and pearls. It's exciting. Oh gosh, where are the stems? Oh no! Too many layers. There they are. I'm sure at some point I had a sense of organization, and then that sense went away. Okay, I think the stems are just about done. You're not too complicated. So I'm hoping I can do what I did here with the pearls on the outside gems, since those are also pearls. And I see something I want to change, so let's do it. Finally made up my mind whether I wanted that to be filled in, and I do want it to be filled in. Oops. Although it does make the top look maybe a little too dark. Maybe I'll leave it. Okay, you can control click. Ah. Let me see if that works with my stylus click. I don't think it does when I'm in brush mode. Hey, no wait, it does. I thought you actually had to set the tool to... See, I'm always learning something new in this program. Thank you, Riri. I've been using this program for so long, and I still didn't know that shit. But like I said earlier, I'm actually much more of a traditional artist, so this is still like something that I don't feel as comfortable in. So I probably still do a lot of things the hard way. So thank you for the tip. That will probably save me a lot of time now. One of my friends taught me, like, you can actually delete the entire mask without having to sit there and go to fill and choose the color that deletes the mask. I was like, magical. I've been doing it the hard way with fill for years. And see, I thought you had to go up here to this select tool and have auto select on so you could go back and forth and click like this to get to the layer. That's the only way I was doing it before. Thank you. You're my hero. So now I have to get on the right layer again. Whoops. Click. There we go. That doesn't save me so much time. Yeah, like it gets annoying to come back up to this tool and to have to just cycle through, so it's nice to just be able to just click. Oh god. That's the only thing about doing digital art streams. I will definitely make mistakes live for everyone to see that, oh, she didn't know how to do that. Nope. This is why you don't see me teaching advanced digital art yet. I still got way too much to learn. So it sounds like you still do a fair amount of work with Photoshop. What are you up to these days? I'm very bad at keeping up on the Facebook. Oh, nice. Interesting trying to get all the like subtle translucency of the pearl in here. It's actually kind of fun to paint. Ah, I see. Yeah, I've been mainly in illustration myself. So graphic design still isn't my strong suit, so you probably use Photoshop way more than me. Now I feel dumb for explaining Photoshop for you earlier, but I thought you were saying that you didn't know what program I was in. Boy, was I off. Yay, pearl. I am satisfied with this pearl. Now to paint the ones on the sides. Or I'm gonna paint one and copy paste it because I'm lazy. Though I am actually pondering looking into Clip Studio Paint just because of I feel like it's good to have a Photoshop alternative in mind if they do end up hiking the price of the photography plan, which you know, at this point it's like if they do, I'd rather just find a program that is similar. And Clip Studio Paint seems like it could do a good job. But we'll see. I don't want to have to make that jump yet, because I like Photoshop and I like all the features it has, so fingers crossed there will not be a price hike. pleased with this gem. We are now going to copy and paste it. Haha, control click. You're awesome. Yeah, for the most part, I know my way around in here, and I'm comfortable with it, even if I don't know everything. But it's just like, ugh. Some of the stuff they keep doing lately, I'm just like, come on, guys. You're making my life more difficult. So just doing a final pass on her here. I like to leave the backgrounds pretty simple because I feel like that helps the shaded areas pop more. And it looks better for a sticker to not be too complex with the shading. So that's the style I've been going with. So I think I got everything. I don't think I missed anything. But I feel like these roses, the line color is bothering me, so let's fix that. And I'm so used to manually finding the layer now. It's gonna be hard to learn how to do it the easy way. See, let's back out a little. I think I want the rose lines to be darker. Not that dark, but just a little darker. Okay, that's good. I like that. Is good. So, I think I am done. No, I'm not. I'm not done. There's something I want to fix. I want to fix... I feel like I want a little more gleam in the hair, so... Oh yeah, duh. Click. Click, Angela. Click. Although now it's not working. Where'd it go? Oh, duh. You can't have be bleh. You can't have an area not selected apparently, or you can't click on the layer. Interesting. Oh no, I don't want to take a rest break. You can't tell me what to do. Nope. I'm almost done. Just want a couple more little gleams in the hair here before I call it done. Okay. All right, I think I'm good. Stare at it for a minute. Absorb. I still don't like that cheek. You know, I can't help it. I have to fix this line. I was trying not to make any major changes because I will noodle forever, but her cheek, the size of her cheek here is unnameably annoying. I just have to redraw it. Just real fast. Riri, what were you asking was a feature in Photoshop? I think I looked at the chat too late to see what you were referring to. Did I somehow erase this line? I don't even know how that happened. Oh, it's funny. Okay, so the little thing that pops up that you saw was, it's this program here. Let me see if I can drag it over to the screen. It's called Workrave. Workrave, and you can get it for free at workrave.org. Ah, I knocked the thing over with my gesticulating. Ugh. Okay, so you can get it for free at workrave.org, and it just tells you to take little breaks. And so it's trying to get me to do this right here. I guess I'll go ahead and do it since I brought the screen up. Basically gets you to move and to stretch, and I highly recommend it. Oh my gosh, I can see several black lines on the screen behind it where I didn't color the lines, so I'm gonna have to fix that before I stop tonight too. But yeah, it would be awesome if Photoshop integrated something like this, like it recorded your usage time, because the worst thing is not knowing how long you're taking on a project so you can give people a proper quote. And I know there's a program that does that as well, that records your program usage, but I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, I love this thing. It's kept me from having achy back and achy shoulders and neck. I tend to get in a zone when I work, so I will just stay in one position obsessively coloring until I am told to move. Like sometimes I won't even go use the bathroom because I'm so in the zone. So I'll be like, wow, I should go use the bathroom or maybe eat food, and then 3 hours later I'm still on the computer. So this is an essential tool. Okay, click. If I can hit Alt instead of the Windows key. Now her lips are bothering me too. Oh yeah, click. I will get into this very good habit. Although now control, or is it alt click? No, it's control click, right? Now control click's not working for me, but it was working before. Oh, I'm in the mask layer. Nope, still not working. How weird. But I just learned how to do it. Why will it not work again? No. That is weird. Let's see if it works now. Oh. Messages. Okay. Forgot to, oh, I see. So when you change the auto select method of your move tool, it affects it even when you're not on the move tool. Oh. Things I have learned tonight that are going to be invaluable. So thank you again. Yeah, I can see I might do a little more cleanup later when I'm not on stream because there's like little tiny things I want to clean up about this. Oh, let me not leave her weird chin. Don't want to leave that in. Oh, wait. Yeah, I got it working now. I think I actually just had to put it back on auto select or it wouldn't select the layers. Hey Aiden, you're tuning in for the final stretch here. I was just about to stop, but it's always good to see you and say hello. Or I can sit here for a few more minutes and obsessively fix lines, and then I have an excuse to stay on longer with you guys. And oh my gosh, can I say the new, well, I say new, but it's probably been in the past couple versions of CC, but the whole line smoothing is awesome. So I was paying for a tool to smooth my lines for me. So it's nice that there's some kind of line smoothing in Photoshop now. Just natively. It's probably like old news to everyone but me. I obsessively fixed lines for a little while so I can stay on just a little longer. Okay. So I fixed the cheek. I feel so much better now. Her face was just off. So I think this is my June lady, you guys. Little chibi June lady is done. She may now join her sisters. Let's see, I could show off the ones that I've done for the new people in the stream. I haven't finished April, but I'll pull her up too. So we've got all the line art's done, but now I'm just going through coloring them. Let's hope I don't freeze up my computer. Eat all the memory, Photoshop. So it's January. She still needs some refinement. She was actually the one I tested the new style on, and I've since changed how I color them now. So yeah, here's February. Then March that you guys saw. Who's my favorite. She came out the bestest. And then April. She still needs all her shading in. And then June. Oh, the one with... Yeah, this one is March. I'm kind of working out of order because I want to get these gals for summer done. Because I have a Kickstarter coming up where I might have the stickers as part of their rewards. Might. So I'm trying to get them done. So that Kickstarter is going to be in a month or so. So, yep. Trying to get all the stuff done before then. And yes, Aquamarine, you called it. Aquamarine and Daffodils. She's one of my favorites. You should see... I'll put it in the chat again. Well, I can't because you're on Facebook, but go to gemgoddesses.angelicshades.com and you can see the original painting for March. Plus the cool masks that I made as well. But yeah, she's one of my favorites and one of the original paintings that I've actually sold from this series. So that's pretty cool. I miss having her here with the others though. So yeah, that's Miss March. So I think I am... Oh, is it your birth month? Oh, yay. That's so cool. I'm so happy to hear that a March baby approves. That's what it's all about. But yeah, I'm done streaming tonight, you guys. So if you really enjoyed what you saw and you want to help an artist out, feel free to pitch in at my Patreon at patreon.com/AngelaSasser. You can also, if you're on Twitch, hit subscribe and that gives me a little kickback. You can also do that if you're an Amazon Prime member. You can do that for free and give me a little kickback. So I'll be streaming again on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So maybe I'll catch you then. Thanks for hanging out with me, and yeah, it's been cool. Glad to see more folks show up for the Wednesday streams. And glad to see some Facebook people chime in too. But for now, I'm out. I'm gonna go actually poke my husband and relax. So y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and maybe I'll catch you later. Bye for now.